Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the KKRLA Week 5, Game 1. We are here with the net ranking number 9, Mau5's. How do you spell that? MAU5, going up against the number 4 ranked SKNA Records. How do you spell that? $K/A/RAC. No, RECORDS. Let's go ahead and read off the KKRLA Week 5 rankings for the top 6. At number 1, back at the top for the first time since the start of Season 2, it is your 8-Bit Legends, currently with a 3-1 record. And at number 2 is the Musical Strikers. Number 3 is Kina Club. Number 4, obviously, the SKNA Records. Number 5, the Third Strikers. And number 6, the Crusaders. Now let's go ahead and move on to the net rankings of 7 through 16. In 7, you have the Kina Gamers. In 8, you have the Non-Beaters. At net ranking number 9, as I just said, you have the Mau5's. At net ranking number 10, you have the Sokina Producers. At net ranking number 11, you have the Beat Tapes. At net ranking number 12, you have the Dafts. At net ranking number 13, you have the Cuckoos of Shea. And at net ranking number 15, you have the Crimson Knights. And sticking all the way at the bottom, since week 2, it is none other than the Kina Records. Kina Records, if they don't win a game this week, they're done, they're gone. That's all I'm going to say. Well, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's go ahead and mention that the Mau5's have a 2-2 record, coming in here to hoping to make their record higher than their loss, to make it 3-2. The SKNA Records are coming in here to add on to their wins, hopefully making this 4-1, and they have won on the road a couple of times, so hopefully they might be able to do it again. And well, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get this game started here at Aquadome, the Mau5's home court. Mau5's currently owned by Ptolemy, which is Tanner Connolly. Mau5's will win the first tip to get things started off here. Mau5's hoping to pull off the upset here in this game. Dude almost puts up the first shot. Merlin puts up the second shot. Both are missed. One hits off the right side of the goal, and the other hits off the top. Here's Yuri putting up the shot, and after the third try by the Mau5's, Yuri will be the one to do it as to make the first goal for the Mau5's at the 4 minutes and 42 seconds mark, assisted by Dude. The ball moves at 87 kph as it enters the goal. Let's go ahead and move on to the second tip with 4 minutes and 42 seconds left on the clock. It will win the second tip, and it will be the Mau5's once again. Let's go ahead and read off the roster for both teams. On the Mau5's, you have Yuri, Y-U-R-I. And you have Dude, D-U-D-E, Swabby, S-W-A-B-B-I-E, and Merlin, M-E-R-L-I-N. And for the SKNA Records, you have Imp, I-M-P, Armstrong, A-R-M-S-T-O-R-N-G, Stinger, S-T-I-N-G-E-R, and Hound, H-O-U-N-D. And Yuri now scores the second goal for the Mau5's, scoring their own personal second goal, assisted by Dude once again, but this time the ball moves at 49 kph as it enters the goal. And here goes the third tip. Now, Mau5's getting an early lead here near the 4-minute mark as they're wanting to build on something. Stinger with the block on Dude's shot. Yuri tries to put it up again, gets it blocked before they can even be given shots on goal. SKNA Records really carrying the ball into the Mau5's side. Imp trying to give the shot to somebody else for a pass. Armstrong puts it up and gets it past everyone as Armstrong is the one to score the first goal for the SKNA Records. Assisted by Imp, the ball moves at 76 kph. 3:57 left on the clock as we move into the fourth tip. Here goes the fourth tip. Let's see if the SKNA Records can win a tip. They will, as they win this fourth tip. Hound trying to get a shot off, accidentally not hitting it correctly, so technically it could be considered a pass. Stinger tries to put up something that bounces off the side of the crossbar, so no luck there. Imp trying to get a repossession on the ball. Swabby 50-50s with Imp, sending the ball down into the SKNA Records side. Dude sends up a shot that flies into the SKNA Records side, bounces the ball. Swabby with an amazing catch of Dude's pass. Dude throws it up, Swabby catches it, hits it over everyone and gets the third goal for the Mau5's, assisted by Dude. That is Dude's third assist, which now gives him the playmaker badge. That is how you get the playmaker badge, get 3 assists. I forgot how fast the ball was moving, but the SKNA Records will win the 5th tip as they're trying to get back into the game. Currently still losing by 2. Really need to get it in placement. Armstrong trying to set up with the shot, but was hit away eventually by a Mouse player, or Mau5's players. Armstrong pinching the ball into the wall, sending it over into the Mouse's side. Mouse is trying to catch it. Nobody can really find the direct placement. Hound puts it up, just barely missing. It rolls in and out of the goal. And now we're at the 3-minute mark as Merlin tries to hit the ball. Armstrong tries to reposition. Swabby going to reject it. Hound trying to try to send it back. Armstrong accidentally hitting it into his own side. Trying to get some reposition. Swabby sends it up in the air. Almost. Stinger's going to try to send it away. Hound trying to get a reposition touch on it. I think that was Merlin who got the touch on that one. Dude tries to put up the goal. No luck. Swabby tries to put up the goal. No luck. Armstrong trying to play the defense right now as Imp gets control of the ball. Hits it over Yuri. Carrying it down to the Mouse's side. Hound trying to hit it in. Dude will send it off course. Yuri trying to send it away. Stinger puts up the shots. Fast moving, but Swabby will block it anyways. See who has the most saves right now. Currently is Swabby with just 1. I honestly thought somebody had some more saves. Mouse is trying to put up that shot. SKNA Records will block it, because I don't really know who really got that true block. Yuri tries to put up the shot. It'll run into the crossbar. And, well, if SKNA Records can find a reposition, they need to play on it now. Armstrong trying to get that ball to move into the Mouse's side. Trying to hit it over anyone they can right now. Yuri tries to send in the shot. Stinger will hit it against the wall. That ball potentially having a chance to move into the Mouse's side. The Mouse's offense playing very efficient offense, keeping it in the SKNA Records side. This very strong, sort of aggressive offense is something that every team needs to learn. Speaking of, Merlin will score his first goal, making this game 4-1. Merlin will score the 4th goal for the Mouses as it is assisted by Yuri. That is Yuri's first assist of the game. The ball moves at 73 kph as it enters the goal. 1:29 left on the clock as now we move into the 6th tip. 6th tip will be won by the Mouses. This might be an off-the-tip goal, just very close. SKNA Records need to play with every second they have. They can't absolutely lose a single one. I mean, with the aggressive offense that the Mouses have been playing with, it is really hard to compete. The SKNA Records have really found their match with a low-level gem so far. Hound tries to put up the repositioning of the shot, actually trying to give it to Imp. Imp will miss the shot. And we will have 1 minute remaining in the game. Hound trying to get a reposition. That ball moving up. Actually sitting in the air. Might go in, and it does! Hound getting a pinch goal with one of the Mouse's players. Hound sets it up. Gets it off of Dude. The ball floats. Bounces only one time. And goes in to score the 2nd goal for the SKNA Records as it moves into the goal with 29 kph. 7th tip left. 7th tip as there is 55 seconds left on the clock. The SKNA Records will win this one. They really need to play right now if they want to have a chance at just really getting a tie or specifically winning this game. I know every team wants to win a game, but sometimes it can't be that realistic. You know, you just wish and you wish and you wish, but sometimes reality sets in. Armstrong hitting the ball back into the Mouse's side, really trying to get that reposition to set up his team for something spectacular. Dude will send it away. Hound will get the reposition touch. Merlin will send it away. Nobody there to get the reposition touch as there is less than 20 seconds left on the clock. They can't really play with it as Swabby puts up that offense. The ball moving in. Barely saved by Imp. No save gifted as no shot on goal was taken. Ladies and gentlemen, that's probably going to be it, as there's only 5 seconds left on the clock as it's basically a dog pile on the ball. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it. The Mouses will pull off an amazing upset against the SKNA Records. The number 4 team right now. The Mouses being number 9. This win will definitely get him somewhere, potentially in the rankings, or maybe number 7. Yuri is your MVP with 338 score, 2 goals, 1 assist, 0 saves, and 3 shots. Followed along by Dude with 281 scores, 0 goals, 3 assists, 0 saves, and 4 shots. Followed along by Swabby with 269 score, nice, 1 goal, 0 assists, 1 save, and 1 shot. Followed along by Merlin with 186 score, with 1 goal, 0 assists, 0 saves, and 2 shots. Let's go ahead and move on to the after-game talk. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is an amazing upset to see that the Mouses played such amazing offense to keep the SKNA Records really on their feet, giving them no breaks. And honestly, if I look through that game, there was no breaks from either side. Each side was playing with amazing offense and defense. Let's just go ahead and get into the offensive and defensive talks of both teams. For the Mouses offense, oh my gosh, it was very much astonishing to just watch it play out. They have definitely been working very hard to get that offense pure perfect. Now, let's be fair. Practice does not make perfect. It makes good things come true. And I'm pretty sure that the Mouses lost their last game to the Song Mixers, so they really needed to fix some of their offensive moves. And obviously, they showcased it here against a ranked team. Actually, evening out both each other's records. Or no, not really. Actually, yes. They both now have the same record, 3-2. It may not knock the SKNA records down so much, as I think a lot of teams are going to get a 3-2 record so far. But we need to see if one of the top 4, or well, what now is top 3 teams, see if they can potentially get a 5-1 record, and we'll have to see that when the 8-bit. No, I was wrong there. Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen. And I just realized, ladies and gentlemen, that today I did the wrong game. Now, obviously, I will reschedule it and try to fix some things. Probably fix the schedule, but I'm sorry that the Mouses versus the SKNA Records was actually supposed to be for tomorrow. But we'll actually reschedule the Cougars of Shea versus the, I think, number 2, the Third Strikers. So we'll reschedule that for tomorrow. Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen, for my mishap. I realized a bit too late that I needed to do the KKRLA. My fault. But the Mouse's offense obviously played very perfect. They were doing passes, getting the balls in play, really just getting the ball in play, really just keeping the SKNA Records defense on their heels. Now, let me be honest, the SKNA Records defense played amazing. You can't say anything bad about that. That team has obviously got something coming their way, and I'm pretty sure that they will be a team to watch during the playoffs, but that is just 3 weeks away. How crazy. Not really 3 weeks away, but more than maybe about 4 to 5 weeks away, sometime in October, but that is besides the point, as pretty sure this season ends sometime in on October, the teens of October, but I could be wrong. Let's go ahead and read off the Mouse's defense. They played very well, keeping the SKNA Records only down to 2 goals. Played very amazing. Can't say anything bad about it. And the SKNA Records offense, finally. They played very well, too, when they could get the ball on the Mouse's side, really taking the chance to score. It's just that sometimes there's a tiny bit of play mishaps, but that's not such a bad thing. Obviously, you can tell that your brain is scrambling, trying to get that ball back in play and trying to set up a pass or, correct a shot or get basically the ball in the goal. And, well, that's all I have to say for this game, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you tomorrow for the reschedule of the Cuckoos of Shea versus the number 2, the Third Strikers. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and, well, I'll see you tomorrow. But remember, tomorrow's never promised, so I hope to see you tomorrow. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.